Hi everyone, I am Anito P. Olfindo Jr. and I will be discussing the different learning-centered teaching strategies. There are different learning-centered teaching strategies. The first learning-centered teaching strategies is cooperative learning. Cooperative learning, sometimes called small group learning, is an instructional strategy in which small group of students work together in a common task. The next learning-centered teaching strategy is presentation. Presentation can take many forms and potentially serve many purposes. There are types of presentation. First, informative. Second, persuasive. Third, lesson delivery. Fourth, demonstration. Fifth, poster. Sixth, online. And the last one is solo and group presentation. The next learning-centered teaching strategies is panel or expert. A panel discussion is a specific format used in a meeting, conference, or convention. It is a live or virtual discussion about a specific topic among a selected group of panelists who share different perspectives in front of a large audience. The next learning-centered teaching strategies is the KWL chart or the know, want to know, and learn. The KWL chart are graphics organizer that helps students organize information before, during, and after a unit or a lesson. They can be used to engage students in a new topic, activate prior knowledge, share unit objectives, and monitor student learning. The next learning-centered teaching strategies is brainstorming. Brainstorming is a way to generate ideas within a group setting. It is usually used in the beginning stages of a project where the possibilities for the project are not clearly understood or defined. It provides a quick means for tapping the creativity of a limited number of people for a large number of ideas. The next learning-centered teaching strategies is learner-created media. This type of strategy refers to how learners respond to a learning task by creating a media, example, video or audio presentation, creating a software, digital infographic to accomplish the task. The next learning-centered teaching strategies is discussion. A classroom discussion is a sustained exchange between and among teachers and their students with the purpose of developing student capabilities or skills and or expanding student understanding, both share an individual of a specific concept or instructional goal. In a discussion, the teacher role is to question student, take up, revise, and press student ideas, structure, and steer the conversation toward the learning goals. The next learning-centered teaching strategies are small group. Working in a small group gives students a chance to practice the higher order thinking skills that instructor love to teach. Students who do small group work generally learn more of the material and retain their knowledge longer than students who don't. There are types of small group work activities. First, think, write, pair, and share. Second, three-step interview. Third, form student subgroups. Fourth, class debates. Fifth, speed interview. Sixth, the inner circle or fishbowl. And the last one, buzz group. The next learning-centered teaching strategies is case study. Case study is a method of teaching using a case or a story with a hidden message, with students explore to make a decision or solve a problem developing specific skill and knowledge through inquiry. The next learning-centered teaching strategies is Jigsaw. The Jigsaw method is a teaching strategy of organizing student group work that helps students collaborate and rely on one another. This teaching strategy is effective for accomplishing multiple tasks at once and for giving students a greater sense of individual responsibility. The next learning-centered teaching strategy is Learning Center. A learning center is a typically a designated area within the classroom that provides students with exciting and interesting experience to practice, enrich, reteach, and enhance their learning. These type of centers are filled with manipulative art material, books, and other instructional tools. The next learning center teaching strategy are experiment. Classroom experiment are activities where any number of students work in a group on carefully designed guided inquiry question. Material provides students with the means of collecting data through interaction with typical laboratory material. Data simulation tool or decision-making environment as well as series of questions that lead to discovery-based learning. The next learning-centered teaching strategy are role play. Role play is a pedagogy that been used in a wide variety of contexts and content areas. Role-playing students act out a predetermined set of events, knowing the outcome of their character's action. The next learning-centered teaching strategy are simulation. Simulation refers to the imitation of real-world activities and processes in a safe environment. Simulation aims to provide an experience as close to the real thing as possible. However, a simulated activity has the advantage of allowing learner to reset the scenario and try alternative strategy and approaches. The next learning-centered teaching strategy are laboratory. Laboratory teaching assumes that first-hand experience in observation and manipulation of the material of seen is superior to the other method of developing understanding and appreciation. Laboratory training is also frequently used to develop skills necessary for more advanced study or research. The next learning-centered teaching strategy are workshop. A workshop is a single short educational program designed to teach or introduce to participants practical skill, technique, or ideas which they can use in their work or their daily lives. The next learning-centered teaching strategy are demonstration. A demonstration is the process of teaching someone how to make or do something in a step-by-step process. A demonstration always have a finished product. The key to good demonstration is for the audience to be able to go home and do what you have taught. The next learning-centered teaching strategy are index card. The index card or note card can support learning in the classroom by helping instructor gather name, prior knowledge, misconception, and more. Through well-planned activity, instructor can give formative feedback on student progress towards achieving particular learning outcome with note card, as well as obtain other useful information on their student. Such data on student learning can be used to design future instruction that address student misconception. The next learning-centered teaching strategy are inquiry-based. The inquiry-based learning model emerged in the 1960s during the discovery learning movement and relies upon the idea that individuals are able to learn by investigating scenario and problem and through social experiences. The next learning-centered teaching strategy are mental model. Mental model are any organized pattern consisting of both structure and processes that help a student comprehend content knowledge and solve problem relative to the principle being taught. The next learning-centered teaching strategy is project-based learning or PBL. The project-based learning or PBL involves student designing, developing, and constructing hands-on solution to a problem. The educational value of PBL is that it aims to build student creative capacity to work through difficult or ill-structured problem, commonly in a small team. The next learning-centered teaching strategy is problem-based learning. The problem-based learning or PBL is a teaching method in which complex real-world problems are used as the vehicle to promote student learning of concept and principle as opposed to direct presentation of facts and concept. In addition to course content, PBL can promote the development of critical thinking skill, problem-solving abilities, and communication skill. It can also provide opportunities for working in group, finding and evaluating research material, and lifelong learning. The next learning-centered teaching strategy are discovery learning. Discovery learning was introduced by Jerome Bruner, and it is a method of inquiry-based instruction. This popular theory encouraged learners to build a past experience and knowledge, use their intuition, imagination, and creativity, and search for new information to discover facts, correlation, and new truths. Learning does not equal observing what was said or read, but actively seeking for answer and solution. The next learning-centered teaching strategy are Q&A session. Effective questioning session in classroom requires advanced preparation. While some instructors may be skilled in extemporaneous questioning, many find that such questions have pressing problem, are not organized in a logical sequence, or do not require students to use their desired thinking skill. The next learning-centered teaching strategy are social media. Social media promotes self-directed learning, which prepares students to search for answers and make decisions independently. When reinforced in a classroom setting, this social media skill can be guided and refined to produce better learning outcome and critical awareness. Social media also allows students more freedom to connect and collaborate beyond the physical classroom. which means students anywhere can start to experience the globally connected world long before they enter the workforce. The next learning center teaching strategy are games or gamification. Game-based learning use games, whether virtual or physical, and game-like simulation, role-playing to create learning experience that can engage students and effectively teaching classroom content. Game-based learning can take multiple forms depending on the needs of the classroom. The last learning-centered teaching strategy are debate. Debate can be an effective and engaging way for students to analyze different concepts and to develop critical thinking and public speaking skills. They are also a useful technique for achieving greater participation in class for discussing controversial issue in a structured environment. So that could be all about my topic and I hope you learned something. Thank you for listening.